I am sitting and look out in to the garden, but I have windows and doors closed because it's still cold outside. Uh, but I'm going to drive outside after lunchtime, and then is it okay? The temperature to cool drive around, and I'm going to the store, the grocery store. They are nice because I can take the what I buy outside, so I don't need to drive inside with all what is going on with the cold and the virus and those things. I can get it on the outside of the grocery store once a week. And then also they make a little cheaper with some things to buy, and I eat after what they give me in less money for. I don't know if it's only for me, but it's maybe for all retired people that doesn't have so much income. So I go after what they are selling for less money, especially for retired people. And so today is at fish, frozen, fresh fish. And that is what I eat. I eat fish and chicken. I eat birds and what's in the water. And I don't go after what the Jewish law is saying, because I am not a Jewish growing up, and I am not in that tradition either, because I'm a free person. I'm free under God. And it's only God that can tell me what to do and not to do. And no, not tradition or religion. And so you know that many of you are free people, free spirits, so you know what I'm talking about. And today is it Thursday, and it's a little late in September, and I have paid all my bills for this month. It can come some extra bills. I'm going to my daughter's place on Saturday, so I pay for the taxi to that place, and it's far away from here, but it's still in the county, so I can take the taxi with no problems, because it's the same county at least. And so that is so very good that she lived like that. And on this Saturday, she told me yesterday that her father is coming also this Saturday. And I asked my daughter if her father's fiancé, the father what he lived with, a woman lived with him. And like I say this, it's more right to say that she lives in his house, and they are not married or engaged. He treat her the same as he treated me. So she is not coming with together with him. That's what he tried to do all the time to me. But I force him to take with me to places. But it happened that he forget that he should drive home and get me in the car, and he drive to that place, and then people ask, where is your woman? Why is she not with you? And then he could come home and get me, because other people ask him where I am was. But now he's doing the same thing with this woman. She is not going with him. And it's my daughter live in the church, in the Pentecostal church, and they are Jesus lovers. They see Jesus as God. So we are not on the same place, same beliefs, and I know, and she believe that is like that, what her pastor is saying, and I know, because I have seen God and I have been to heaven. She haven't, so she don't understand what I'm talking about, and when I say something about my experience to her, she's like waving with her eyes like a teenager is doing when you say something and they don't like it like that. So it's not, I don't talk to her like I talk to you that is listen at my podcast. I have to do some recordings for the podcast. It's most that my main platform is SoundCloud, and there is, today it was someone that listened to one episode, and yesterday it was only 4. So it showed that on SoundCloud that I need to recording something every time I want them the numbers of listeners to show up, and I feel like people are not so interested of what I'm talking about. And it's not about me, it's about God. And people don't, they think they can manage their life on their own without any God. So that it's only what it shows in the podcast, this. But then I have other platforms. YouTube, it can be most episode, and that's they listen only to episodes that they think is for them, and those other episodes they don't care to listen at, and that's not how it working, because you that is follower me, the real follower, and it's you that is in Ireland and England and Germany, those Central Europe, and then of course in the United States. You know that I can't write it on the title of the episode what it's saying in that episode. There is so much. Sometimes it's very much messages that is in the episodes, and I am in the spirit So when I am in the spirit, I don't remember. I don't know what have been said in the episodes. And then I should write about the episodes. And I'm tired, drained out from the spirit way to talking through me. So I am so very tired, so I can't listen to the episode again and see what's have been talking about. So I know that sometimes I don't write those most important message there is in the episode because I don't know. As when I am in the spirit, I don't remember because it's just the spirit talking. When the spirit is talking, is it here and now, not after 15-20 minutes when I should write the episode, what it was about. That I don't know what was talking about in the spirit. So you that follow me and listen to every episode I recording, you know that there's many messages in some episodes and that I have not written about. So that's must be that you need to listen to the whole episode. You can do other things in the time when most of the episode I started as myself. So I'm talking about ordinary things in life. But then suddenly I go into the spirit. I have to wait until I get the contact with the spirit. I don't, in 99% of the episodes, they have not told me that I should recording anything. But I feel like I should do a recording because they want to come and talk. But I don't know that in that time I start the recording that someone is going to come. And about 95% there is a spirit coming. And I think that in those other episodes that spirit is not coming, I am saying things that the spirit want me to say, and they don't need to come here and tell me to tell you these things. I do it on my own, inspired of them. So you that have started to listen at my episodes from the beginning know it have changed the spirit way. It was not like this in the beginning. It was like I saw they have to come and touch the world. They have to touch this planet. So they were full equipment on them. I could see clearly how they look like. But more and more they know it, that they don't need to come and show me a body, because that body that they show is only for me to know they are here. And today I have come in so much in my knowledge, so they don't need to show me a body. Sometimes they're showing a part of their bodies for me to understand who they are. But I know it now that I don't, it doesn't need to be a name on them because they don't have any names in heaven. They know each other by heart, and that's how it is for me more and more, that they don't need to show up a body. I know by heart who they are, and how they are talking. I understand who they are, and so more and more they don't show up with a body. It's only spirit here, and now is it a spirit that want to talk. It's a spirit here, and it's a the spirit show me in the spirit way that is a fat spirit, but I don't know if it was a fat person or is it a fat spirit is something else when it's showing very thick and tall someone that is here, and it's fun. I laugh in the loving way. I laugh not to that is a stupid thing, but it's a she, and she's saying that she loved the garden. She loved the garden. But I say to her, the garden this year have been very bad. And if I stay here next spring, I have to place in poison in the soil, biologic poison, not a bad poison. It's like bacteria, small animals that you can't see, that is in the soil and find all this. It's small animals in the soil that eat up the roots. So this year I have very much strawberries, and I have got 2 berries to eat, and it tastes so very good. But I could have berries the whole summer, because it's 3 years. I took with me also some of my strawberries plants from the other living place and dig them down here. But there is animals in the soil that eat up the roots, so it doesn't come so much berries. So I need to place in bacteria that eat up. It's like snails in the ground, in under the soil, not on the vegetables. I can't see them. They are under the soil and eating up the roots. And it seems like they don't like one sort of tomatoes, and that is the only thing I have got. It's one sort of tomatoes that growing. But she liked the garden anyway. Of some, she say this, that she loved this garden because it's mine, it's my place. She's saying about me that I have got this place for myself. No one else is coming here in the garden. I'm on my own. And even if it doesn't work as it should with everything I have I have placed in so much money into to get, especially when it was very bad about the COVID-19. I wanted to have my own garden for to could eat if I could not get any food here. So that didn't work out as it is. It's a little expensive, this bacteria to place in. But if I stay here, I will place it in. But the problem is to stay here is that my doctor for my psoriasis, he don't want me to get the medicine for my very, very bad psoriasis. It's not the ordinary psoriasis. It's the second hardest psoriasis I have, and it eat up my joints. So one day, growing older, I maybe can't move around because my joint, and then is it so very much pain. But I don't want to eat any extra medicine more than for blood pressure and this ordinary medicine. I don't want to eat anything that look like drugs. I don't eat any painkiller. It's I eat painkiller in the morning because I want to kick my circulation in the body to start working normally. So I take blood thinning medicine like aspirin, not very tough. It's only need to take aspirin in the morning to wake up the body, and then I'm okay, and I don't take anything after the morning. So I try to not do it. Even if I get pain all over my body, I'm not going to eat any extra medicine, painkiller, because that's not good for the pancreas. So I kill myself to eat these such of things. So that is, I had it down some minutes. I wake up in the night and had hard to fall to sleep again because I had angst about what to do when I don't get the medicine anymore, because my psoriasis is going to grow and all over my body, and I wake up full of blood in my bed when I had psoriasis before I have got my medicine. And this doctor I have now, he's really evil. You see that he is from the devil. His eyes there is no light in their eyes. He's total dead. So that is the devil standing in front of me and tell me I'm not going to give you more medicine for your psoriasis. So it's going to be tough on my body. And then no man want to marry me because I'm going to look terrible if I don't get the medicine. And I have had this medicine in 8 years, and they have paid for that in 8 years, and now he want to stop it. And those 8 years is going to be gone. I'm going to be terrible again if I am not going to get any help in Israel. I have waiting for the paper from the hospital about my pancreas to send it to Israel. But if it's not coming today, I'm going to start to send what I have to the hospital in Israel, because I need to do it early so they can work with that those papers until I am coming in November. And my doctor say that I'm going to get the medicine once. The last time is now in November before I leaving for Israel. Because I say to him, when he say, I'm not going to give you any medicine more, I say, how does it look like if I come to Israel and I'm full of these wounds, bleeding wounds up in my face, and go to the hospital and say I don't get any help from Sweden? How does it look like? I say to him. And then he say, you're going to get your last medicine in November before you leaving, he say to me. So that I must remember to write to Israel that they are not going to give me any medicine, and it's like they killing me. It's a killing way, because it's very bad, this pancreas, this psoriasis I have, and it's coming from the pancreas. I know that, but they don't want to say that in the hospital here in Sweden. They try. I'm so old now, so they want me to die. So that's very, very bad. So I need to do something before I be dead of this very bad psoriasis that doesn't work with the pancreas either. So it's going to kill me if I can't do anything. I need to find a husband in Israel so I could stay there, and then I am allowed to go to the hospital and get help. I need to find a husband, but it's no husband. There is no husband that want to marry me in Israel because I'm too old, and those men, even if they are 80 years old, they want a young girl because they think young girls can only do sex, and they don't understand that we can do sex even in until we are 100, until we die. Some of us, and I am a sexual person still, so that's no problem. But I don't think that only young girls can have sex, and they want sex. They are in the world, so they thinking like that. And some want also children, so they want only young women. So that is, I don't know, the biggest chance I maybe have is young boys that like to be with an old woman. There is that kind of young man that is interested in old women, but I don't know if they want to marry. And I need to marry to could stay in Israel. So that I think it's so bad. So I can only give it to heaven to do something. And I hope you understand my situation, my problems that I have. It's lots of problems, and that the Nazi have win now in Sweden, and they're gonna make it hard for those people that they look at. They are not really Swedish people, and maybe the doctor is one of them, that he tell me that I can't have the medicine anymore, that I need to have to could live. Of course, I need God to live also, and God needs to help me in this situation. And I give you a witness about what God have done for me. It must come a very special thing from heaven to help me, because no person is helping me. They don't even help me with money so I can live in Israel those 2 months I need to stay there. That heaven have already told me I need to stay 2 months. So I bought the flight ticket. So it's 2 months between going home, go there and going home. It's 2 months. Of course I can maybe change it to a closer, but I try to hold what the heaven have told me. I always obey what God, what heaven is telling me, and God, of course, He is the first one, is saying to me, and they told me that I should stay 2 months in Israel. So they must do something when people doesn't help me. People don't help me with anything. So it must, soon must people start to live. They must wake up, people, to help me, to understand that I don't have any person that can help me. My daughter, she is like her father, is very, very selfish. And she never have money because she is in the church, and she is under the pastor there, and the pastor doesn't give her any money. She have to pay for everything, and she working so very, very hard for him, and don't get any money. It's very, very bad. She's. I have a problem with my daughter being in that church, a sect. But today I am thinking that she's adult, so that's not my responsible anymore. It was when I was a mother to her that, but today I am not like a mother for her. I am more like a friend, because she is adult, and she know I am here if she want to get help from me, but she don't want. She tried to get help from her father only. So it's okay for me. It's okay with my grandkids that I don't see them. It's okay on my own. I don't have any friends here around me that I can touch. I have friends in heaven. I have friends, some of you in my podcast. I have some friends, but you have not done any act to help me. Nothing. So I know I have to go to Israel. I have to be in Israel. That's is very clear, no matter what the devil is doing. Now the devil is holding back my medicine, but I'm going to Israel anyway. And if I'm coming back and nothing have happened in Israel, then I have to get the consequence of working under God for 22 years. I have to take it and then try to do my best here in Sweden. I can try to go to visit Denmark and ask if I can stay in Denmark. It's easy to do for me. And that's my age is the problem. It's I have no value anymore for people. And when they don't know that I work so hard for God and people are not interested of God, it's only what can you do for me? It's never what can I do for you? It's what can you do for me? So they know I'm poor. I don't have any money. I am not in that I can give them money, but I can help them in other ways. But they don't want that. They want to feel the money in their hands. And I don't have that money. And then I have no value for them. Because they are not into God. They say they are in God, but they are only in God if He gives them money. That's the only they care about themselves, to get the money. So that's what I'm talking about today, and you know the spirits is what the message was from the spirit. I don't remember because it was the spirit that took over there for a little while. It was not something about the garden, I think. I maybe listen at this episode again, but what I'm writing about in the episode, I don't know what to write because I don't remember what the Spirit was talking about. We will see. Thank you for listening, and thank you to you that follow me, that have listened to all the episodes. There was one this week, someone that downloaded all episodes to listen, I hope. And I hope that they share with other people also. So God bless you. Thank you for listening.